Whenever you're working in Presenter and you have a finished course or a course that has a lot of slides and you only want to pull out or use some selected slides, maybe a different department like marketing wants to use the first 10 slides as a promotional piece of the course, we can do that easily a couple ways, and I'll show you how to use the send a package way, which is probably the cleanest way if you're going to hand off a project to someone. So let's say the marketing wants the first 10 slides here. We just come up here to the PowerPoint button, send, and then send to articulate package. Now, first thing we want to do is just find out where we want to save it, project location. If you want to add any notes in here, I think it's a good idea to say, include the special instructions for the slides that you are keeping, and then go ahead and click create package. Now, depending on how large your presentation is, this could take a little while. This is 193 slides, so it's going to take about a minute. And when it completes, it'll prompt you to open the folder. So I have it right here. And you can see the zip file, package zip file is now in my project folder. It's about 141 megs, so it's kind of large, but it has a lot of different assets in it. So now if I wanted to hand this off, I would just create a new folder here and maybe call this marketing, promo. And I'm going to drag this zip file in there. So I want to remove it from my normal project flow. So at this point I could hand this off, but I haven't deleted or copied the slides I want out of it. So I want to first extract it. And then from here I'm going to open up the new PowerPoint file. In this case it was just PowerPoint files, but if I had Engage and Quizmaker also, you would see those as well. But in this case it's just a PowerPoint file. So I want to open this, and rather than copy the slides, I'm actually going to delete the slides I don't want to use. So in this case, if I wanted slides 1 through 10, I'm going to come here, select slide 11, and then just scroll all the way down and then delete those files. So rather than copying the files, I'm just deleting the files that I don't want. So here's my slide 1 through 10. I click Save, and now if I close out, come back in here, this file is now going to include slides 1 through 10. I can pass this off to a different department and they have the slides they want. Of course, I'd want to republish it as well. But just something to think about right there. Now, for example, if another group wanted this, right, I would probably come in here, and before I put it into a project folder, I would duplicate this a few times, this zip file, one for each department. So if marketing wanted one, human resources wanted one, and then of course my training group wanted one, I could just duplicate this file a couple different times, copy and paste, and then rename it for each of the groups. But this is the file that you really want to work from. You don't want to work from your main file, because if you do any changes there and you lose them, well, you've lost them. So just another way to use the send to package. So again, the steps are create a send to package, which is going to create a whole project file. Duplicate that zip package only if you're working with different groups who want one. If only one group wants them, just work with that zip. Create a new project folder. Open the PowerPoint. Delete the slides you don't want to keep. Save and then publish, and you have a derivative of your original project.